Well, good day. This is Scott with Woodland Armory, and I have here my Charles Daly 601 DPS. So it is a Benelli M4 clone. I have a M4 oversized charging handle on here by S&J Hardware. I have their Bad Tab Mod 1 here, which helps me close the action quicker. And I also have the Benelli M4 oversized safety installed on the back of the trigger guard here. I've had this gun for a number of years, and I have not cleaned it in recent memory, so I probably have hundreds of rounds through here. And there's always been some rumors of like the gas pistons peening or some reliability problems with these Turkish-made M4 clones. So today I thought I just would break this down a little bit. We'll take a look at those dual pistons. We'll take a look at the rotating bolt head, and we'll just see what we could see as far as dirtiness and grime and any reliability failures that we might see. So we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and lock the bolt back, and then I'm going to unscrew the magazine tube cap here. Take that all the way off. And then I'm going to go ahead and dismantle the barrel and the fore end from the receiver. This bad tab is going to fall out of there because the only thing holding it on there is how it's looped over this support base for the fore end. So let's loosen that up. Okay, so the bad tab came right off. I'll set that over here. The fore end, of course, is in two pieces. Right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the fore end apart. And then here you could see, both of the gas pistons here, one on each side. And then when these operate, they come out and they push on the bolt and get that bolt sliding back. But these are pretty free, and I'm not seeing any peening or any changes on them as far as being dented or bent over. So the metal hardness seems to be adequate for its use. You can see it's quite dirty. The barrel and the barrel extension are all the way chrome lined, but there is quite a bit of powder residue in there. So I'll get to clean that up. But again, these pistons are still moving freely. You could kind of hear that. And, on the M4 design, it was, self-cleaning, self-regulating gas pistons here. And I would say on this Charles Daly 601 DPS, it seems like the pistons are hanging in there okay. If you want to take these apart to, fully clean all the way in there, you can. But I'm not going to. But again, it just seems okay. Just a lot of dirt and grime on the top of the barrel extension. Inside the chamber, quite a bit of grime in there. This is the little shell ejector back here, which will help kick that shell out. But all in all, it looks pretty reasonable. One thing that helps keep this design of shotgun a lot cleaner, whether it's a Benelli or a clone, is the fact that the gas ports are back here pretty close to the front of the chamber. So the gas is a little hotter there. There's less unburned powder residue there. A lot of other semi-auto shotguns that are gas operated have the gas ports much further forward, and that's where you could get more debris. The shotguns with the gas ports more forward also use a spring that usually goes around the magazine tube to work the action. This Charles Daly 601 and the Benelli M4s, they have their recoil spring in the buttstock. So on the back of the bolt, there's a tail that pushes on the recoil spring back here, and that's what keeps the action moving forward. So I'm going to take out the bolt. We'll take a look at that here. Let's see if I can get this out. Yep, so here is the rotating bolt head. And again, aside from some powder residue and some grime, it seems to be in reasonable shape. No chips or anything. Let me wipe some of this off to get a better look at it. And again, this bolt head is chrome plated on the Charles Daly 601 DPS. The bolt face looks good. The ejector or extractor looks good. Make sure that still operates smoothly. And again, not bad. You know, the rails have a little bit of wear on them and a lot of powder residue and things. And then this is the tail that would push, you know, back on that recoil spring in the buttstock. And that's one thing that helps it work fast. You can see on the front of the bolt here, these two shiny spots. That's where those twin gas pistons push on each side of it and give that bolt a big boost backwards to work the action. But that's why it works so fast. But again, after you know, 400 rounds or so without a cleaning, I don't see any unusual wear. And I haven't just been using light trap shooting loads. I pounded quite a few slugs through this, and slugs are pretty robust. They're probably the highest recoiling shotgun shell there is. I've used Brennecke KOs, Federal True Balls, Winchester rifled slugs, quite a few through here, but it seems none the worse for wear. So just wanted to give you a look today at this Charles Daly 601 DPS. It's just the you know, the Benelli M4 clone, and this is really just a short stroke gas piston action. So it really just, when the pressure hits those ports, it shoves that bolt back, you know, with great authority to work the action. And that's part of the success of it. So I'll go ahead and get this cleaned up, and we'll get it ready for another 400 rounds or so. All right, if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask them below. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I appreciate you viewing this. If you need any Benelli M4 parts or clone parts, they can be found at woodlandarmory.com. Thanks for watching.